woke up this Sunday morning wanting to go out with my camera because I like to make it a weekly thing after working hard all week, you know, my way of escaping, enjoying myself, relax. But this morning I was full of ideas, but I didn't have a clue what I was going to do, what approach I was going to take this morning, whether it be a more rural landscape approach or what I've been enjoying lately, and especially last year, an urban take on things. Well, you can probably gather that I've opted for the latter. Then another issue is which project is this going to fit into? I've got two projects going on at the moment, one based on Saltaire and the other one based on Calderdale. I've been doing some photographs recently in Badford, but it's not actually specific black and white project, and that's what I like to do. So what I'm going to do today is focus on this little area of Badford using my 35mm lens. What's that, at 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock? I'm usually out and about for 7, 8 o'clock. It's taken me that long to decide. Projects are good, they give me direction, but in a way they can also limit you as well. You know, photographs which don't fall into a category. Well, I'm going to create another project, name it Badford, black and white. See how we get on. 35mm attached. I'm going to head up here. I'm looking for lines, composition, good balance, usual thing, but I'm just going to stick around here. Morning.
Morning.
35mm only. I want to home in on things, maybe a more close-up approach. We'll see. Usual stuff, using lines, diagonals, different shapes, circles, squares, composing them all together into what hopefully will make a pleasing frame. So I'm currently outside the library, and already you've got a good selection of shapes going on here. I mean, look at these. It's curved benches, aluminium benches by the looks of it. You've also got a can that someone's left behind, so that may bring in a bit of character, a bit of life into it, because it's alright just photographing the different shapes, compositions, but to bring that human element into these shots, just, as I say, brings it to life a little bit. Morning.
Good morning.
Or should I just take the can away? Is it actually? Yeah. There's a camera away now. I haven't moved on from the library area. It's like a modern take on this. You've got these, again, I don't know what the aluminium railings, and contrasting that against the squares, the windows. You could argue in a way that the urban landscape is a lot easier than the more natural landscape, because your shapes are there, they're easy to spot, they're more in abundance. If you're out in the field, like woodland for instance, you've really got to work hard, because you've really got to look for the shapes and the balance and finding compositions. But urban, I find it a lot easier. Not sure if this will work actually. So I just want to balance it out as much as possible. Not sure. Maybe it's time to move on. Have you noticed the attire, by the way? Huh? Dark blue coat. You know, so I blend in a lot more. I'll be honest. I think I'm just about getting my iron. Just about. I do need to be careful on this shot here. I like the tree against that background. It's like a contrast of the shapes weaving a circular movement of the tree against the more formal grid-like pattern of the background. I've done a full circle and returned to the original location. This is just outside the media museum, which is just at the side of the library. I just look at this here. Yes, it's modern. You've got circulars against vertical. I need to be aware of this reflection and not get myself in it, because that would look a bit daft. Look at this. Curvature. S. Curve. Curb. You'd have to search for miles to see something similar to this in the natural field, that S-curve stream. Perhaps slight exaggeration, but you know what I mean. But again, it's compositional skills. It's okay using the S-curve of the curve, but you need a background as well. You've got this tree. Let's see. I might have to stand back a bit. Okay. Where to focus? I'm focusing about a third way in, so around them, fingers pointing. One obvious difference between venturing out in a more rural landscape as opposed to an urban landscape is you've got to look out for people, traffic, and never really relax. I'm still in front of the Science Media Museum and I just love the silver birch here in front of them. I'm going to play around with this whilst avoiding the traffic. I'm still looking at the Science Media Museum. Just step back here, and what's been brought into the frame is the curvature of the top of the building. So we're going to get closer to that. I like this no entry sign as well. I'm shooting in black and white. To be honest, I don't really take that into context. One thing I am conscious about since using a prime lens handheld is focusing and where to focus. With a 35mm, the closest subject, if it's anything around 4 meters, then I'm going to get pretty good overall sharpness from the nearest object to infinity. Now the light has come out, the sun's right in my face, so it might just open up a few other options here. You can probably tell I've done a full circle. I'm at the same area where I first began the video. It's been a good little session this. Good little session. What have I got? A fair few images. Pleased. Feeds my photographic first. Right. I'll leave you now with the final gallery of the day, and this will be the start of Project 3. I promise I'm going to keep it to 3. Till next time, keep smiling. Bye bye for now.
rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead. You cover us in shame and I take the blame. Living by the rules, teen witch, high school blues. Walk ahead. You cannot keep provoking, and blood red sun starts choking. Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eating away, telling us to stop and obey, to stop and obey. Now rats can shine and jokers got silver lining, and Holy Mary sings songs in the wet rain. Walk ahead, walk ahead. Now every new day is a new fire. Onto my teeth, call me a liar. Building as you rip, someone show me someone living of desire.